When I first picked it up, that was one of the things that struck me. There's an undercurrent of respect for the environment, I think, in all three of these books. And this one in particular, there are some areas specifically when he was doing commercial fishing. And you can see in that the impact that people have had on what appeared to be a pristine environment and how quickly it can be impacted by people fishing or overhunting or whatever they were doing. And these guys were really interested in making a living. They weren't interested in damaging the nature, but it was quite surprising how quickly their activities would have an effect on the environment, and they really recognized that too. Another historical reference is the fact that Hanson was a road locator, and the Hanson Lake Road, which runs from Flin Flon approximately to Prince Albert in Saskatchewan, was named after him. He was the road locator for that highway, and it's a wonderful highway, and it's a great place to visit. There is one story which is not exactly enjoyable, but it's a story about Hanson when he is moving his canoe and he steps on a nail, and the nail goes completely through his foot. And normally today, you know, we just go to the doctor and get a tetanus shot and that would be the end of it. But he was off in the bush, and he had to walk to Flin Flon, which was quite a ways. And by the time he arrived, his foot was very, very badly infected and he could barely walk on it. And the doctor was not really able to do very much for him. So the way he what happens to him during that period is quite indicative of the character of the fellow, and also how resourceful people were in that day and age. There's another interesting story about how he is traveling with one of his best friends, and his best friend gets sick during the travel. And just because there are no walkie-talkies or there's no ways of communicating with the outside world, the story really ends quite badly. And I think maybe another story that I enjoyed was how he managed to go commercial fishing many times. And he tried very, very hard to make money at it, but it just never turned out. And he kept saying that he wouldn't do it again, but he always had that interest to try it one more time, and people could always convince him to try it one more time. So he really did his best, and he had lots of adventures while he was doing it.